Hello, and thank you for tuning in to this month's PoBev from Home. I hope you've had a chance to follow along with our baker Kelsey Benson and made yourself some delicious Oreo truffles earlier this evening. Now, like I said, this is PoBev from Home. So whether you're in your apartment, back home with friends or family, we hope your travels have been safe and your school semester cheery. Tonight, we invite you to bundle up and reminisce about some amazing PoBev memories. These first four acts, starting our night, come from the far-off time of 2017. Do you remember 2017? Brexit, Taylor Swift made a comeback, and most importantly, we found out Beyonce had a bun in the oven. But that's besides the point. Our first acts are Chris and Garrett singing and playing the guitar, Nate singing and playing the guitar, and Edward reciting some poetry, and Tori singing and playing the guitar. So, without further ado, here's our acts.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Chris.
I'm Garrett.
We're going to play a song for you guys. Hope you like it.
It's a little rendition of a song called Purple, Yellow, Red, and Blue by Portugal the Man.
All right, awesome. Ready? Garrett. 5, 6, 7, 8. All in all, it's just another brick in the wall. All in all, it's just another brick in the wall. All I wanna do is live in ecstasy. I know what's best for me. I can't help it. It's this hopeless itch I just wanna feel. Purple, yellow, red, and blue. Focus on the hopeless. When I look out, it's only for me. All I wanna do is live in ecstasy. I know what's best for me. I can't help it. It's this hopeless age I just wanna feel. Purple, yellow, red, and blue. Focus on the hopeless. When I look out, it's only for me. All I wanna do is live in ecstasy. I know what's best for me. I can't help it. It's this hopeless age I just wanna feel. Purple, yellow, red, and blue. I just wanna be evil. I just wanna be evil. I just
wanna be evil.
I just
Purple, yellow, red, and blue. All that I needed was something to believe in, 'cause everything just falls in place like that. All that I needed was something to believe in, 'cause everything just falls in place like that.
all I wanna do is live in ecstasy. I know what's best for me. I can't help it. It's this hopeless itch I just wanna feel. Purple, yellow, red, and blue. I just
Wanna be evil,
I just
wanna be evil,
I just
wanna be evil, I just wanna be evil,
I just
wanna be evil,
I just
wanna be evil,
I just
purple, yellow, red, and blue.
Okay, hold on, do me one big favor. Everybody wild out for like 10 more seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Woo! Thanks, guys. We were Chris and Garrett. But I'm not doing an original today. I'm actually doing an arrangement I did of Billy Joel's The Longest Time. So, yeah. Yeah. All right.
For the longest time, for the longest, if you said goodbye to me tonight, there would still be music left to write. What else could I do? I'm so inspired by you. That hasn't happened for the longest time. Once I thought my innocence was gone. Now I know that happiness goes on. That's when you found me, when you put your arms around me. That hasn't happened for the longest time. For the longest time. For the longest, if you said goodbye to me tonight, there would still be music left to write. What else could I do? I'm so inspired by you. That hasn't happened for the longest time. Maybe this won't last very long, but you feel so right, and I could be wrong. Maybe I've been hoping too hard, but you're wonderful so far, and it's more than I hoped for. Who knows how much further we'll go on? Maybe I'll be sorry when you're gone. I'll take my chances. I forgot our nice romances. I haven't been there for the longest time. I had second thoughts at the start. I said to myself, oh my goodness. I had second thoughts at the start. I said
myself. Hold on to your heart. Now I know the woman that you are, and you're wonderful so far, and it's more than I hoped for. I don't care what consequence it brings. I have been a fool for lesser things. I want you so bad. I think that you ought to know that I intend to hold you for the longest time. Oh, 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 for the longest time. Whoa, oh, for the longest time. Whoa, for the longest time. For the longest time. Thanks, guys. Hey guys. So my name is Edward, and I'm going to be doing some dank poetry. I just wanted to reiterate that. So like last time, it's going to start out with some haikus, and then we're going to get to the main poem. So it's just 3 haikus, main poem, and let's all follow along, okay? So first one is called Raining Cats and Dogs. This actually hurts. What kind of weather is this? Animal cruelty. The second one you might all be able to relate to, probably not. It's called Drunk at McDonald's. Not from experience, okay. I'll take a Frosty. Don't lie to me, you have it. I want it my way. This one's called Chocolate Milk. Where white and brown merge to create something better, beauty a mixed race. Okay, and this one is just more of like a deep poem. Not as funny, so don't laugh at I'll be hurt. It's called Little Love. Little love, won't you come out and play? Why are you hiding so deep in me? Have you forgotten who you are today? Little love, you know you really aren't that small. You are mighty, you are important, so please stand tall. Your lineage from the most ancient of days, you are one of many pieces like the sun's countless rays. You, so uniquely in me, yet you're in all of us. You're a raindrop, but you're also the sea. Why then do you shy away to make yourself known, to speak your mind, to have a say, to stand up and be bold? Tell those you love of your fiery passion, whether it be friends, family, or the one that's caught your attention. Don't be frightened and don't be cold. Growth includes pain, but that shouldn't put you on hold. We'll do this together, you and I. Little love, be bold with me until I die. Thank you, guys.
Hey guys, I'm Tori. And I'm going to sing a song that I made up. I want to begin in Oregon on a window seat by a bookcase, reading the truth and read about youth. I've been wondering how to make it stay. I want to begin in Oregon. Those waves won't demand my tears. This desert pries open my eyes and says we need more water here. What is it you believe in, my dear? Where is it you call home? And when the darkness comes, tell me, what is your sunstone? To begin in Oregon on a path that only goes right. They'll all say you've been wasting the day, and I'll reply with something polite. What is it that you dream of, my love? Who is it you'll become? Storm clouds come, tell me, what is your sunstone? And when the darkness comes, tell me, what is your sunstone? Show me, what is your sunstone?
I wish I had talent like that. Man, I could always get behind some wonderful haikus. That was just bring a tear to my eye. I mean, I took a poetry class, and let me tell you, I'm still bad. And they take their syllables very seriously. So I challenge you to come up with your best haiku and send it to us in our DMs. 575 is the syllable set. So serenade us with your poetry. And here's a haiku so you won't forget. Give it your best shot. 5 syllables. 7, then 5. Bet you won't, coward. Well, now that it got a little hostile, I'm going to quickly transition to Brandon, the stand-up comic of PoBev. This clip comes to us the year that Mason Ramsey, aka the Yodeling Kid, was discovered. Yep, that's 2018. So without further ado, take it away, Mr. Brandon.
Morning, everybody. I'd like to start off with a public service announcement. It's about dancing. Next time you find yourself on the dance floor, trying to acquire some crunk or whatever the young people are into, I want you to remember a few important principles. Principle the first. The funk is contained in the shoulders. Watch. It's so funky. Can't be stopped, right? Principle the second. The mystery is contained in the hips. See? Captivating, right? But you must always remember never to do them at the same time, otherwise you look like a liquid. See? Nobody's happy. This has been a public service announcement, and now some jokes. The year was 1999. My parents had just given me a toy electric four-wheeler for my birthday, and it was just small enough for my then small self to ride, and ride I did. And I made a racetrack from the living room to the kitchen to the entry to the living room to the kitchen to the entry, and I rode that 10,000 times. And about that time, I began to wonder, is this all there is? And surely I must be able to go faster. And I began to lust after more power. And in thinking back on it, my 5-year-old self was a lot like Thanos from the Marvel movies, in that I also tried, to use my rock collection to defeat my enemies. And my lust for power would eventually be my undoing. But I digress. 5-year-old me was lusting for power. And I got to thinking, there must be a solution. And then I remembered, I know where Mom hides all the power. It's between the walls, behind the space heater, in those 3 little holes. So I made a plan, and I went to the garage and grabbed some bare copper wire and wrapped it around what I believed were the 2 terminals of the engine, right? And I knew what would happen. I knew that when I stuck the power lines into the wall socket, all the lights in the city would go dim. And all the power from all the houses in all the cities would flow into my little electric 4-wheeler, and it would glow a brilliant neon blue, and I'd be able to go faster than the speed of light. What actually happened was I plugged them both into the wall, and all the lights in the house went dim. And I awoke to the sound of my mom running down the stairs because she noticed all the lights had gone dim, and when she looked downstairs, she noticed me doing the liquid. And she picked me up and was like, "Brandon, what were you thinking?" And I remember saying, "I was thinking, I am Brandon, God of Lightning." But I'm beginning to suspect that's not true. Next joke. When I was on my phone a couple weeks ago, texting somebody and following a Google map and listening to Eye of the Tiger and streaming another episode of The Office while driving, and I remember thinking to myself, man, I love living in the future. And then I got to thinking how terrible it must have been to live in the past, right? Because, I mean, we're all used to spending all of our time like this now, but if you lived in the 1800s and you looked down at your lap and giggled, you went to jail. If you lived in the 1800s and you were in the dopest band in the land, but you dropped the bass, 'twas not cool, 'twas just sad, you know? And like, if you were in your 20s and unmarried and the chores were done for the day, there was absolutely nothing to do and boredom must have consumed you. The only thing left to do is go out in the fields and confuse some sheep, I guess. Eleanor. The point is, it would have been hard. In fact, after you've exhausted all of your options and taught the sheep how fingers work, like there's nothing left for you to do except for what people have tragically been doing since the beginning of time, and that's to go pick a fight with a stranger. And I'm convinced that almost all the wars in ancient history were started because of boredom. Consider, for example, Napoleon. I'm almost certain that Napoleon had a cantankerous friend named Louis, or something like that, who just waltzed into the palace one day and was like, "Napoleon, I'm bored. Do you want to play a game of Mario Kart?" Now, the rules of Mario Kart were different back then. Basically, you found an Italian guy and stole his cart. And after losing 5 consecutive games of Mario Kart, I'm pretty sure Napoleon was just like, "This is a less stupid game." But in Napoleon's tiny heart, he was like, "I will take all the carts from all of the Marios in all of Europe." And that's how the Napoleonic Wars began. So always remember and never forget that people don't kill people, boredom kills people. Thank you.
I remember seeing Brandon my freshman year, and all my roommates would like quote his jokes incessantly, which I mean I feel like just it just shows how good of a comic he is. He always had a joke about how great it was working at an old folks home, but the older residents kind of had a wandering eye, so a little risque, and he would catch them staring at his pearly whites, and he'd have to remind them. "My eyes are up here, Ethel." Brandon, if you're watching this, I'm sorry I butchered your work, but I'm a big fan. I have like Brandon mania, like Beatlemania. You get it? Okay, my jokes are landing as well as the Fire Festival, which is the year that these performances came from. So we're back to 2019. That is right, 2019. So long ago, yet it's only been like 11 months. So first we have David doing a haiku. Again, don't forget to submit your haikus. Then we have Cassie doing some poetry and signing alongside it, doing some ASL poetry, really cool. And then we have Quentin McCade and the Roommate Band with a very funny song.
Well, good evening. Hi, hello. My name is David Fuel, and I'm here to read one poem, a haiku. For those of you who don't know, normally we consider those in the syllables of 5, then 7, then 5. So I will read them in that order. All right. And I hope none of you are offended. This is about a dog, and I would like to name her Karma. It says, I would like a dog, and then to name her Karma. Karma is a bitch. Thank you.
I'm going to be doing an original poem. The sun rose, and the sky burned a color I don't know the English word for. It was the color of a language being born as a Frenchman and a teacher played telephone with grammar and vocabulary. It was the color of Marlee Matlin's lips, pulled into a blazing smile as she sang the national anthem at the Super Bowl. It had the intensity of King Jordan's gaze as he gave his Spurs speech as president of Gallaudet University. It hit me harder than Dummy Hoy swung the bat, proving ears playing a role in stealing bases. The sun rose, and I discovered maybe English can't describe it. Some learned to read on fingers, and their lullabies use classifiers, finger paint smeared across small faces, an accidental canvas, because they tell mama every color while illustrating a landscape. A biology course teaches that language makes us human, but language got twisted to equal speech, and fingers become tentacles, passing faces observe with wonder an inescapable fishbowl. In computer science, I shake my head as a junior lists Python and Java as languages, but discredits the status of signs. Some punctuate with eyebrows instead of semicolons. Sign is more than coded English. For Java, I cannot say the same. My English church leaves kids wondering if their treaties make it to heaven because they kneel next to mamas with eyes wide open, heads bowed, but arms not folded. Does God hear prayers when they're whispered through fingertips? English taught me to say the word red, but it didn't make the color mean anything. 5 foot nothing isn't very tall, and I often have to say things twice for anybody to hear them, but I'll scream. I'll scream for the mamas who've always been viewed as broken. I'll scream for the families and the constant pitting stares. I'll scream for the boy who was told he'll never play baseball and the girl that she couldn't be an actress. I'll scream because Heather McCallum had to guess at body language to learn she won Miss America. I'll scream because Roger Young had to fake a hearing test to defend his country. I'll scream until my lungs bleed because it took a protest to get a deaf president of a deaf university. I'll scream until I can't any longer because their hands aren't being listened to. Maybe you can hear, but they can see the sunrise. Thank you.
Oh, hey, if we have control over these lights, can we get yellow? I just feel like that fits better with our song. Just yellow. Also, real quick, sorry about our voices. We went to the game and we were screaming, and so we might not be as good as we would have been.
So we're all roommates, and first off, we got Tyson on the bass. Then we got Gary, Quentin, and Alan. I'm Jordan. And we're going to be playing a song about the best apartment complex in Logan. We're too poor to live at Blue Square.
Too cool to live at Pineview.
And Oak Ridge isn't really that great either.
Do these guys even live anywhere?
Might be what you're thinking.
The answer is we all live at Old Farm. got 2 fridges too.
It used to actually be a farm.
Hey guys, wait. Did you catch? We fit the theme, like PoBev on the farm.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Old
wow.
dude. Farm,
let's
on the
go.
farm.
Oh my gosh.
Old farm.
Old farm.
Yeah,
Old farm.
we live at
Old farm.
Thank you.
They were making some pretty big claims there. Before I came to college, my cousin told me that Old Farm was where people go when they want to get married. So, word on the street, everybody in that video is married. I'm joking, of course. I can't make that claim. But we are ending the near of our performers, so the next 3 are right here. Branson's going to be doing doing a poem and then singing to us. Audrey's going to be singing, and then Chuck will also be serenading us with some singing.
I'm going to do a poem for you and then do a quick finger picking number. This one's called Birches by Robert Frost. When I see birches bend to left and right across the lines of straighter, darker trees, I like to think some boy's been swinging them. The swinging doesn't bend them down to stay as ice storms do. Often you must have seen them loaded with ice a sunny winter morning after a rain. They click upon themselves as the breeze rises and turn many-colored as the stir cracks and crazes their enamel. Soon the sun's warmth makes them shed crystal shells, shattering and avalanching on the snow crust. Such heaps of broken glass to sweep away, you'd think the inner dome of heaven had fallen. They're dragged to the withered bracken by the load, and they seem not to break, though once they are bowed so low for long they never right themselves. You may see their trunks arching in the woods years afterwards, trailing their leaves on the ground like girls on hands and knees that throw their hair before them over their heads to dry in the sun. But I was going to say, when truth broke in with all her matter-of-fact about the ice storm, I should prefer to have some boy bend them as he went out and in to fetch the cows. Some boy too far from town to learn baseball, whose only play was what he found himself, summer or winter, and could play alone. One by one he subdued his father's trees by riding them down over and over again until he took the stiffness out of them, and not one but hung limp. Not one was left for him to conquer. He learned all there was to learn about not launching out too soon, and so not carrying the tree away clear to the ground. He always kept his poise to the top branches, climbing carefully with the same pains you use to fill a cup up to the brim and even above the brim. Then he flung outward, feet first with a swish, kicking his way down through the air to the ground. So was I, once myself a swinger of birches, and so I dream of going back to be. It's when I'm weary of considerations and life is too much like a pathless wood, where your face burns and tickles with the cobwebs broken across it, and one eye is weeping from a twig's having lashed across it open. I'd like to get away from earth a while, and then come back to it and begin over. May no fate willfully misunderstand me, and half grant what I wish and snatch me away not to return. Earth is the right place for love. I don't know where it's likely to go better. I'd like to go by climbing a birch tree and climb black branches up a snow-white trunk toward heaven, till the tree could bear no more, but dipped its top and set me down again. This would be good both going and coming back. One could do worse than be a swinger of birches. Thank you. I'm Branson Anderson on the song and dance man. Standing on the corner in the middle of the night, taking dollars from the people I see. Now I'm trying to book a ticket on a one-way ride out of these dirty streets, and I don't know where I'm going. No, I don't care. Real cars running through the streets so fast, man, I jump on it and just slow down. There's Cubans on the road, so they on the streets, and it's funny they hit the ground. On
falling. Thank you. Okay. There we go. Okay. I will plan to be a bum, so I just might become someone. She asked me, son, when I grow old, will you buy me a house of gold? And when your father turns to stone, will you take care of me? I will make you queen of everything you see. I'll put you on the map. I'll cure you of disease.
What's up, dudes? So, I know, it's crazy. So I was sitting back here waiting for my song time to be on, and everybody else is like all decked out in their yeehaw, you know, and I'm just kind of sitting there looking like John Lennon. You guys ever been in an elevator and like you just can't relate to anybody in there and it's just like deathly silent? Yeah, that's what it was like. I was just sitting there like, you know, okay. Anyway, so I am gonna play a yeehaw for you guys, just because, like, you know, theme and all that jazz. It's a cover of a country song by Zach Brown Band, if anybody knows them. Yeah. Radical dudes. Well, I hope you enjoy. Well, I was raised up beneath the shade of a Georgia pine, and that's home, you know, sweet tea, pecan pie, and homemade wine, where the peaches grow. But at my house, it's not much to talk about. It's filled with love spawn on southern ground, with a little bit of chicken fried, cold beer on a Friday night, pair of jeans that fit just right, and a radio. I'd like to see the sunrise, see the love in my woman's eyes, feel the touch of a precious child, know a mother's love. Well, it's funny how it's the little things in life that mean the most, not where you live or what you drive or the price tag on your coat. There ain't no dollar sign on a piece of mind, no, this I've come to know. So if you agree, raise a glass with me, yeah, raise your glasses for a toast to a little bit of chicken fried, cold beer on a Friday night, pair of jeans that fit just right, and a radio. I'd like to see the sunrise, see the love in my woman's eyes, feel the touch of a precious child, no mother's love. I thank God for my life and for the stars and stripes. May freedom forever fly, yeah, let it rain. Salute the ones who die, the ones who give their lives, so we don't have to sacrifice all the things we love. Like a chicken fried, cold beer on a Friday night, pair of jeans that fit just right, and a radio. I can see a woman's eyes, love in my woman's eyes, feel the touch of a precious child, no mother's love, with a little chicken fried, cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and a radio.
We thank you for taking the time to watch this PoBev from home. We leave you now with our most recent video and our most holiday-esque performance. Here is Jacelyn Fielding and Connor Johnson Thanks again for tuning in, and as always, go Aggies.
Oh come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel that mourns in lonely exile here, until the Son of God appear. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel, and hymn to thee, O Israel.
O come thou day spring, come and cheer our spirits by thine advent here. Disperse the gloomy clouds of night, and death's dark shadows put to flight. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel.
O come thou Key of David, come and open wide the heavenly home. Make safe the way that leads on high, and close the path through misery. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel, shall come to thee, O Israel.
Hey, thanks for sticking around after the video. If you would be interested in performing at PoBev or submitting a video, please feel free to send me an email at series.usu.edu. Again, that's series.usu.edu. We hope to see you at a future PoBev, and again, thanks for tuning in.